Not the way I thought this day was going to turn out, but here we are. Back over here. That's right, flip-flops. Water down here to the end. Here. Oh, this place is a mess. I'm at Chanute Air Force Base here in Indiana. This place was apparently built in 1917 and went out of business in 1988 towards the end of the Cold War. And I was looking for museums. And I found, wow, I found this listed as a museum, and the problem is, the museum is long gone. I don't know what's going on, but somebody let themselves in there at some point. I'm not going in. It's not my building. Some fancy brickwork. But this place was listed as an air museum. And I drove over here and I'll run you around the front of the building and show you what it looks like over there. What do we got in here? Steam pumps. The boiler room maybe? So this place was opened in 1917 as an Air Force base when they first started. Of course, the Air Force didn't actually exist then, but there's a bunch of holes over here in the windows people have knocked. See graffiti, so people have been in there. Ooh, that's plastic. I thought this was glass. Nope, plastic. I'll show you a better picture of this. For the single person I have on here, this is Chanute Air Force Base in Indiana. It was listed as an air museum, and they're gone. This was listed as an active air museum. Space shuttle. It's kind of cool. That is a relatively modern drop ceiling. And this double wide open window is probably related to people standing on there letting themselves in. I'm not going in. I'm in flip-flops. Come on. I'm sure what the front looks like. That's what I drove up to because I was zigzagging, trying to find a way on this property. And I came down the street and surprise. Window air. Back when this place was built, air conditioning didn't exist, so they had to add this. But let me show you the front over here. That's what I pulled up on when I got here. I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. I'll come back over here in a second, but look at this. Try to keep you out of the sun. But, oh, in the sun. It says Chanute Air Museum. And this is the front door. The paint kind of gives it away, but somebody punched through the window. Let themselves in. And I looked online and there were all kinds of reviews and blah, 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 blah. And I get here and I'm like, oh, I guess those reviews are a little outdated. This is where people have made themselves some VHS tapes. Let me walk over here. For those of you just getting in here, this is the Chanute Air Force Base Air Museum. What do you think? Based on the cobwebs, this place has been closed forever. This air base was built in 1917. Here we go. It went out of business in 88. Apparently, is that a safe? That looks like a safe. Somebody drilled a hole through the wall. That is a 6-8 inch thick hole. Wow. We'll go over here in this one. That is some ugly ass carpet. Yeah, but there's a safe. What's that say on there? General Services Administration approved security vault. Somebody took the time to drill a hole through that wall, and that is about 8 inches thick, whatever it was. Hold on a second. Any more missing windows? Yeah, 1917, they didn't exactly have air conditioning, so they had to add this. I haven't been down here yet. It's a beautiful day. Trees, wind blowing. It's really nice out here today. And a grand total of no cars. Whoop, here we go. A grand total of no cars have driven past me since I've been here. It's somewhat modernized in here. It's old government issue furniture, which I recognize. Let's see if anything different view. So I guess this was built in 1917, and it says it was an Air Force base. The problem is there was no Air Force in 1917. There was an Air Corps eventually. Oh, what's this? Grissom Hall. I'm going to guess that's named after Gus Grissom, the astronaut. No broken windows. What is that? Graffiti. Can't really see very far in there. Just for giggles, let me pull. Just for giggles. You know, for fun. And I like the brickwork. Somebody laid that intentionally. Alright, that building ends. Well, all the windows go away. So there's no telling. That's a very decorative light, though. Anyway, I was looking for museums as I wander north, and this popped up as an air museum, and it's obvious it's been closed for a long time. Long time. But that wasn't listed, so I've dropped a review. I'm going to drive around a little more. I don't think there's anything else here, but I'm going to go take a look. I'll let you guys go.